What up, it's Matt, Talk Update on Mustang. I am back in the garage with the 1988 Mustang GT Fox by Mustang project. Gonna try and make a little bit more progress on the front suspension upgrades. We'll see how this goes. I got the strut in. I just used the spacer that works, and hopefully that'll do what I need it to do. So now what I'm trying to figure out is, I have this Maximum Motorsports spring installation tool, and I had a number of people recommend this to me on the StangNet forums, and I think probably a couple other forums, but apparently this is one of the things that makes it easier to get lowering springs into the control arm and then get the arm swung up into place with a floor jack. So I'm gonna review these instructions and then see what I gotta do. Okay, so the spring installation tool has 4 pieces. There's this part, which I think is gonna be on on the inside of the control arm spring perch, and then there's like a backing plate which will be on the other side here, and then there's a bolt and a washer. So I'm gonna line this up the way I think it goes. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I think it's how it's supposed to go. According to the instructions, this is a 7/16 bolt. This is a 7/16 socket. Jesus Christ. So it's actually a 5/8 socket or wrench to tighten this. You can see it doesn't seem to be moving now. Got the upper spring isolator there. It sticks kind of tight to the opening, so I'm gonna try and install it with it there versus like putting it on the spring first. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do is push the top part of the spring into the upper perch and then slide the bottom part. I think it goes like it would basically go like this, which is kind of weird, but okay. But the issue is that I think I don't have the car jacked up high enough to let the lower control arm hang completely, so that I can more easily get the spring into place. I'm not sure that my jack will allow me to do much more, but I'll give it a try. See, if I didn't have to use the spring isolator for the upper perch, then I could get this done way more easily. see it was like, well, maybe you can see. Just gonna do a little bit of damage to this thing while trying to get it finagled, stuck, whatever. I've been trying to fit this stupid spring in for like an hour, and it's almost midnight, or it's after midnight. I'm tired. I'm gonna try this again in the morning. Worst case scenario, I'm just gonna buy a new jack because I'm so tired of this shit. Anyways. Okay, it's a few days later, and I'm gonna try something. I picked up a hydraulic bottle jack, which I think should help me lift the car up enough to let the lower control arm hang down a little bit more so I can get that spring in there. And then if I can accomplish this, then I will have done at least something today. Amazing. Well, I got a little too ahead of myself. This is fucking stupid. So you're supposed to make sure that the like pigtail end of the spring doesn't cover the second hole here, which is a drain, so that water can, get out of the control arm. So as soon as I twisted that to try and get it into a better position, this, you can see there's some ripping on this piece. And then the larger piece of the spring isolator started moving the opposite direction of how I put it on. So that's really great. This continues to be the most ridiculous installation of installations, just in terms of time and ridiculous obstacles. It's like, what the fuck? Luckily, you can just hammer it back on fairly easily. But my concern now is that this will stay on as I'm trying to get it onto the damn control arm. I managed to get it in again, but the issue, if you can see, is that, again, as I'm trying to twist the spring to get it into the right position, the spring isolator keeps moving, or it's stopping it from moving, but then it's it's making it difficult to rotate the spring. But then when I do have any movement, the isolator is backing off the spring. See, as I'm jacking this control arm up, I can already tell that the pigtail of the spring is going to cover both of those holes, and I need it to be only covering the one further to the right. It's just, the fun never ends, and I got shit to do. The saga continues. Anyways, I got some shit to complain about on the Elantra N soon, so keep an eye out for the next update on the Fox Mustang, and thanks for watching Talk Update on Mustang.